I know you. You always order a 3-piece of cheesecake.
The hell is that?
It's from Big Daddy. Is it Big Daddy?
Did you just watch that?
No, it's stuck in my head. You ever get a quote stuck in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all the damn time.
Like a song sometimes. You can't get it out.
Sure.
Rob Schneider, you always order a 3-piece of cheesecake. It's the funniest way I've ever heard anybody say the word cheesecake in my life.
Yeah, I've rarely heard people say cheesecake funny.
Speaking of funny, Frankie C, Epstein and president emails. It continues.
Good for Donnie boy.
The Bubba thing is very strange and weird. We'll dissect it all.
Hilarious.
Movies Eddie Murphy turned down. He's doing some press because he's got a documentary coming out, and I was fascinated by one of these. I'm going to give you 3. 2 are kind of out there and known. The one movie he said he passed up on and he regrets, you'll never guess it. I'll give you 1,000 million guesses and you will not get it.
1,000 million. That's a billion.
2 tree guesses. 2 tree 1,000 million. Sidney Sweeney has put out 1, 2, 3 movies, and Sidney Sweeney has had 1, 2, 3 flops in a row.
Did she spell her own name wrong?
Possibly.
Okay.
There's a fascinating survey out on what Americans think they need to make in order to be comfortable. It's a crazy story. It's about the economy. So is this one, Frankie C, with ChatGPT and the stock market. I have a little graph to share with you that popped up the other day that we haven't had a chance.
Stock market or the economy? Because those are 2 different things.
Sometimes administrations want you to think they're basically the same thing.
Okay.
The S&P 500. My wife's shoe rack and the glitch in the Matrix, plus where all the Xmas movies are streaming this time of year. AOA Game Time with the lovely Erin C.
Took you a second.
Coming up. All that and more, big dog, on this episode of what we like to call a podcast.
I didn't think the update was that. They did an update on this program, and did they move the button for that?
No. It was the Instagram thing that I knew we would inevitably have trouble with, and we, of course, indeed are having trouble with it.
Gotcha.
People are already like, I can't see it.
I love, there's a new thing where it shows us what it looks like on a mobile device, and on that thing, Anthony's face is covered. So
yeah,
working out the glitches. If you're watching us on your mobile device, it's going to look like the title is over Anthony's face.
It's utterly ridiculous. It's thoroughly ridiculous. Anyway, Frankie C, speaking of ridiculous.
Yeah, these emails, when I said hilarious before, I was referring to just that one email.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think everybody would know that.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the awful stuff with the children. I'm talking about the one email where it says, does Putin have, I think it's Epstein's brother or something, writing, does Putin have a picture of Donald Trump blowing Bubba?
Yep.
Speculation on who Bubba is, but Bill Clinton's name came up because his nickname is Bubba.
Because everybody immediately went to that. Yeah. So as the story goes, it comes from Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's bro.
Let me allegedly.
No, we have DNA evidence. It's his brother.
Oh, no. Oh, good.
I'll say allegedly. I'll be here. Make sure you tip your waitresses. So that's what it's called in the business of comedy, misdirection. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You think you're going to say something funny, and then you take it the other way.
You think it's going to be funny, and then you realize, oh, Ant's saying it.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Oh, by the way, Instagram is working. So for everybody watching live on all the other networks, if you want to see how stupid our Instagram layout is, go to our Instagram page at Anthony's Face. Now. Yeah, it's just like, I feel like I'm opposite Wilson. You can see like the bottom of my face and not the top. I have to fix that.
You look really stupid.
It looks really stupid.
That's dumb.
Yeah. Anyway,
covers your whole face here. Well, people might like that.
That's good, actually. Yeah, that's a good thing. So anyway, all right. So here it is. So it's Mark Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein's brother, writing to him saying, "Does the Kremlin or Putin still have the pictures of him blowing Bubba, Donnie blowing Bubba?" And everybody has lost their mind on the internet. And to boot, to add insult to injury, if you will, they did put out a photo of Donald Trump. It appears like he's about to grab Bill Clinton's crotch, even though it's not really.
Yeah, he's probably just bringing his arm up in some way.
Right, tap him, yeah, whatever.
But they happen to catch him mid swing.
Yeah. So the this embarrassing photo moment is, I mean, meant to smear him. That to me was a Democratic play. And having said that, it still doesn't take away from the fact that this is the worst thing that Donald Trump has ever done to his political career. And if he did not do anything to young children himself, which I actually can believe, he is hiding and protecting other people who have. And if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about? And who's making him lie about this? I still stand by this could be the exit, but that's how I feel.
I think either I or you glitched out. I didn't hear half of that. You stand by that what?
I stand by that this could be the end of the Trump presidency. I think he might be on his way out, especially if, and I'm not one of these people I'm not one of these crazy liberal Democrats. Frank, you could attest to that. That's Frank's role. Frank's got that role. I'm the sane middle of the aisle guy. I can see if he's already lame duck. If he keeps, and this is not the Democrats getting him out. If he keeps losing ground, if he keeps losing support, if by the midterms the Republicans are like, his coattails aren't what they used to be, and I need to get reelected, so I need to distance myself from him. If that's happening, and he's totally lame duck, and he's lost all his power, why wouldn't the Republicans go, let's get him out? JD comes in. It's same thoughts and policies, but different person who didn't lie about protecting a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see that. And I can actually see that, especially prior to the midterms, because if it's looking bad, if it's looking like the Republicans could be losing seats, then the pressure mounts to have JD start the process to make the move himself. And I think it's inspired by the Democrats cutting old Bitey down, saying, you can't do it, you got to go. That was a huge, shocking move. That's changed the game. That's softened the blow. It's warmed up the waters. And I think something like this is not crazy. I do have another crazy conspiracy to share with you, but you have to say something, Frank.
Well, is JD not involved, but implicit in covering this stuff up? Like, because he's out there saying, oh, the Epstein files, I don't know exactly what he's saying, but is he also
listen, you could make the
covering up?
You could make the argument, I guess, but
I don't know what he's
I would say,
but I don't know.
I would say he's publicly far away enough. Again, same policies, different new start beginning. It's like, that's, to me, it's like a winning combination. It's a winning combination.
Does everybody move up, or does he have to pick a new?
He picks a new VP.
It's a new VP. It's not Mike Johnson.
It's not. It could be. A lot of the times it's leadership from Congress. Yeah, and it's always not when they don't need, if they can't afford to lose a seat.
Right.
Then it tends to be somebody from the cabinet. More often than not.
Yeah, but he's not going to go quietly
into the night. I don't think so. Oh no. Oh no. No, that's why it's got to be JD. Like I said this on Wednesday, I stand by it. There is no way somebody, big donor, somebody high up in the RNC. There is no way somebody didn't call JD Vance on Wednesday night and say, hey,
Get your shoes on.
Yeah, start warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Get ready. Because if this starts to go sour, we just took a shellacking in the off year. Now we're heading towards midterms. If people start, and the first sign of this will be how people vote on the Epstein bill. If we see more Republicans start to defect, then it's beginning.
Well, I don't think people are going to forget who kind of tried to distract from the Epstein stuff. You got Mike Johnson. Nobody's going to forget his stance on this whole thing and his delaying the swearing in of people that would be the vote. So there's a lot of people that have been complicit in the Republican Party to this whole thing, saying, "Oh, there's no more people in the files of nothing," or what's her name, Pam Bondi. Oh, there's no list. There's nothing. It's like, well, there's a whole administration full of people that are complicit, in my opinion. There's people in this whole thing that know what's going on and haven't said anything.
Oh, I think the Kash Patels and the Dan Bonginos and all those guys. Yeah, for sure.
What the hell?
This is a repeat, but they pulled Lauren Boebert in there and tried to get her to change her vote.
Yeah.
And that's confirmed, by the way. That is confirmed because there was a person who reported the story, a newscaster, and she, quote, tweeted it with the eyes emoji. Like confirmed. That's all you need to. She's telling you it happened. So
exactly.
Why are they fighting? Why are they fighting so hard? And now it's like you said, it's not just the president. He has to fall because he's the head coach. He's got to lose his job. It's a loss, right? But it's also Bongino. It's also Kash Patel. It's all those people who said, "Hey, there's nothing here."
Yeah, and was like, "This is the distraction. This is a hoax."
Yeah.
Whoever was on that bandwagon for blocking all this stuff and was like, no, nothing to see here. Let's talk about something else. There's got to be people, that's got to be stuff where people should be held accountable. It's like Trump shouldn't just lose if all this comes out and whatever, it's all true. Trump shouldn't just lose his job. He should be in prison.
Nah, he's not going to go to prison for this. But he'll lose his gig.
For R-ing?
Oh, I mean, if he did that, but I still don't think he did. I don't think he did. Okay, let's talk about this. I mean, maybe he did. I don't know.
Who knows? But look at the emails. I mean, if the emails are accurate, you have Epstein saying this guy is the worst. He's just not a whatever bone in his body, cell in his body. I forget, decent, I think is the word he used. I forget the exact phrasing of the emails, but even when a guy like Epstein is calling you terrible, I guess his defense would be, well, you can't listen to the word of that guy. The guy was a criminal, lunatic, whatever. But this is not something that looks good. What's her name? The press secretary constantly dodging for him and covering it up and shifting all, it's a whole.
You could see it's wearing on her.
Is it?
I forget what her name is. I call her blonde right-wing Jen Psaki. That's the last one I remember. I can't remember all the other ones' names. I think
I knew her. I can't remember her name.
Somebody will say it. It'll sound right. Yeah.
Press secretary, Trump's press secretary.
I have a theory. By the way, sticky situation. Merck nominated. Comment of the episode. Get a good line off. Get recognized, and then we'll announce the winner at the end. I have a crazy conspiracy theory because again, it's coming down to the hoax part that Trump is trying to spin off of, right? Is he really didn't do anything wrong? Like the redaction from the first email that started this whole new thing, this latest wave of Epstein obsession, was Virginia Drew Free. And then the administration rushed to get that out there to people. And then people were like, well, why were they they were redacting? Because they were playing the game. The Democrats were playing the game, you know? But Giuffre has maintained multiple times, even up to and including her book that came out after she passed on, that Trump didn't do anything wrong. I never saw him do anything wrong.
Well, Epstein was saying he spent hours with one of the girls at my house.
Right. That one, that was it. That was it. That was the one. But she said he didn't do anything wrong to her, or he didn't see
Tetris?
Him do anything wrong.
What do you know? What they do? Spend hours together doing?
I don't know. I don't know. But the thing is, the point that I bring it up is, I don't know. I don't know why I'm bringing this up. But how do we start on this one?
You said you have a theory.
I have a theory.
Okay.
This might be crazy, but maybe it's not crazy. Again, if we're going along the assumption that he did nothing wrong to children, let's go under that assumption for a second. That everybody agrees that that's it. Okay. Why is he trying to stop these files from coming out? Let's try and answer that question for a second. And let's pretend that we're Candace Owens and that facts and sources and story, it has nothing to do with anything.
So then what are we doing? If we're not dealing in facts, what are we even doing?
Because we're trying to answer this question. If he really didn't do anything inappropriate with a girl, why is he trying so hard to protect? Why is he trying so hard to stop this stuff from coming out? Okay, so here's a couple of theories. He was trying to protect somebody that's important to him. Okay, like somebody who's involved and mixed in all this. And I don't know. Him, the person he sees in the mirror, a donor, whatever. I don't know. Here's my other theory. Now we're going to go from insane to, maybe. Donald Trump had him arrested in 2019. And again, maybe not for himself, but to protect somebody, or pressured by, or paid for, compensated for, to take out Jeffrey Epstein in prison. That is the way they chose to do it. Trump had him arrested and had him rubbed out because he was protecting somebody important to him, or getting paid off, or getting pressured.
It's a big accusation accusing the president of M. So I don't. This is not fact. So
wild speculation. It's
wild.
Candace. It's what I like to call Candace Owens facts.
This is Anthony. This is Anthony spitballing and nothing. There's no accusations here. For whoever's listening,
I feel like we should coin that. Like somebody should put that in what is that? Urban Dictionary. Candace Owens facts. Facts that are more than likely not based in any sort of reality. More than likely untrue. Right.
They have a word for that.
I might refer to it as a lie. Right. Okay. Exactly. Okay. And here's my one where I think I might be able to get you to say, oh, wait, crazy guy came back for a second. And let me know in the comments if I got you to change here. Somebody did it for Trump on his behalf, assuming it's what he would either want, or just assuming I got to protect the president. This is what we're going to do. Because some of these things are either true, or it's the Putin's got stuff, or the Putin involvement. There's meetings. There's all these crazy things.
It's either him or anybody else that supports him.
What do you mean?
I mean, you said you had these theories, and the theory of the person who took out Epstein is either he did it, he had someone do it, or someone did it for him. That literally could be almost anybody that's on his supports him.
Yeah. But I mean, somebody
down to anything.
No, but I mean somebody high up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not going to be it has to be someone that can get in and out and cover it all up and whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because maybe that's
all
it.
of that is speculation. There's no proof of any of that. That's
No.
all.
But why does he call it a hoax? Why does he turn around and be like, "Oh, it's a hoax"? Because
What do you mean? That's what he's calling it.
But why? Why
because
was
it's about him? And
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
It's a democratic hoax. It's like Russia. They're just trying to get me with something.
But that's what I'm saying. He changed his tune. Maybe he just found out, hey, so and so was the one. Maybe he found out somewhere along the way, hey, so and so was the one who did that for you, took him out for you, thought he was going to hurt you. So we were acting in your best interest. Maybe he just found out, and all of a sudden he was like, oh shit, if I'm linked to the murder of this guy, I don't think
that's going to be. I think he's worried about all the shit that's coming out now, and the fact that he can't stop as much as he wants to. He cannot stop, especially with this vote, the 218th vote. He can't stop the release of the Epstein files, so he's trying to get ahead of it and say it's a hoax. It's all fake. It's all doctored. It's all a democratic hoax. It's just like Russia. It's all a big scam. So he knows it's all coming out. He sees the drips and drabs that we're getting already, which are insane things that are being alleged about what the shit that he's done. And it's only a handful of emails that we've seen, and it's already batshit. And allegedly there's thousands of documents. So we don't, this is all alleged that he's done. So it's all, I think it's him trying to say, before it all comes out, let me just say it's a hoax. This is all fake. It's all bullshit. So what else could he say? Besides, I have nothing, I don't know anything about this. This is all made up.
There was no reason for it. Like from the beginning, when it was being asked of him, he should have just been like, they should do it. They should, but he should have said, his response should have been, Mike Johnson or Pam Bondi or the DOJ, like Cash, like they're working. I told them to do it. They're doing it. Like if they don't do it, then it's on them. But I'm telling them to do it. Why do you handle it that way?
Because of the shit that's in it. Why wouldn't he handle it that way? Anybody who has nothing to do with it would be like, yeah, go ahead. But he hasn't been doing that.
Protecting somebody. I think he's protecting somebody. It just doesn't. I think I started
somebody or himself. So
yeah, this is crazy. Candace Owens' aunt. I think something happened. I think this is what I think. Epstein was talking all of this because a lot of this is just coming from Epstein. Like we have to believe Epstein here. We have to believe all these things that he's saying to other people is true because those could be lies. By the way, it could all be lies. It could half be lies, and it could be none lies in there.
Yeah,
and I would contest. I would say, Frank, maybe there's not lies because Jeffrey Epstein, when he's writing these things, he don't know that it's coming out that everybody's going to be reading these things one day.
He thinks these are private emails between him and whomever, and he doesn't know this is going to be a national thing. So yeah, why would there be lies? And all the shit that you already know about the man, why wouldn't you think that it's him that he's trying to protect?
Yeah.
I mean, who else? I mean, I'm sure that there are other names, of course. Those are the things. Those are the things. I agree. There are going to be other names in this thing that are just as bad, if not worse, or whatever the hell is going on.
Wait, Miss Justice bad? Is that what you said?
What?
Miss Justice bad? Is that what you said?
Sure.
Gotcha.
No, is just as bad or worse or whatever it is. Yeah, there's going to be other people in there. But what we've seen so far has been about him.
Yeah,
and
but that's what
we haven't seen anything pointing him away from it.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen a lot of shit pointing him to it. And outside of videotape and pictures, it's all it's like, what the hell else do you need? I mean, I'm sure it's all alleged, but that's pretty good.
Yeah, Donica Lewinsky nominated.
Yep.
Nominated. Bell in nomination. Congratulations. That's why I love my crazy Candace Owens aunt conspiracy theory here. This is Candace Owens' aunt talking now. He has him arrested. Or somebody, he has him, or Trump doesn't even have him arrested. Epstein gets arrested. Trump's not aware. Then when he gets arrested, he realizes, oh, if Epstein starts talking to get himself out of this, that could be not so good. Or somebody, or Donald Trump thinks, if Epstein starts talking, that could be not so good for my friend, Mr. X over here. Or Mr. X comes over and goes, if that guy starts talking, it's not going to be good for me. And if it's not going to be good for me, it's not going to be good for you. Or Mr. X just goes, oh, if he talks, it's not going to be good for me or Trump. I'll take him out for the president. He doesn't even have to know about it. And then between the time he was running and the time he was elected and said hoax, Mr. X comes to him and goes, hey, you got to cut, or after that Fox interview where he said he was going to release everything, Mr. X goes to him and goes, hey, cut that out, because if you do, it could come back to me, or it could come back to me and this one and that one over there who also don't want to be known. And it's not going to be good for you if that's the case. It's not that crazy of a conspiracy theory when you look at it.
The thing with that is, I mean,
it's plausible. It gives a reason for the flop.
Two things.
Flop.
One, his answer, although it might not be what Mr. X would want to hear, his answer would be, I have no control over that. I can't decide if those files come out or not. That's not, even if I want to, he can't. It's the voting. The president can't control the Department of Justice releasing those files. They're having a vote to do it, right?
And this guy's ego, I think he would think he could do it.
He thinks he could do it, but he can't. But in a sane person's head,
yeah. But you're talking about he can't put pressure on the DOJ or be like, hey,
and he probably has.
Oh, that's what we've seen. That's what Mr. X would expect. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what he's doing. But Mr. X should, maybe Mr. X doesn't know this, but again, president can't control what the Justice Department releases or doesn't release. It's not he can't interfere with the Justice Department. He's not supposed to anyway. And the second thing,
I like this from Gen Xer. Trump controls the DOJ. Come on now. Yeah, Frank.
Not supposed to.
It. What are you, a Republican all of a sudden? Jesus, man. Wake up, guy.
The executive and you're not supposed to. There's separation of powers here. You're not supposed to have department control of the Department of Justice. Now, the other thing I was going to say is the simplest explanation. I'm sorry. Oh boy,
that's nominated, Paul. That's nominated. That's good. That was a good one.
There it is.
Go ahead, Frank. You were saying.
The other thing is the simplest explanation. If we're going Occam's razor here, the simplest explanation, given all the shit we already know about Trump before he was president, all the shit that he said in public that we all find detestable and awful, all the pictures of him with Epstein partying, all of the interviews he's done where he said terrible shit. I feel like the simplest explanation is he's protecting himself.
Could be.
I mean, the fact that we know he only cares about himself. I mean, it
could be. It could be. I wouldn't put money on it. I don't feel that way. And listen, Virginia Giuffre it could be that he never did anything with her, and it could be that she never saw him do anything, and it could be that those two things are true, and he also did a lot of horrible things that she didn't know about.
Yeah, I'm alleging that he did all this stuff.
Yeah,
but I can't say for sure. I don't have proof. I'm not saying he did it, but I'm saying allegedly, because you have zero evidence about. It's
Frank,
like trying to argue with someone.
Frank,
wait, listen.
Candace Owens doesn't have proof. Why do you need it?
What?
Candace Owens doesn't have proof. Why do you need it? Just go ahead.
It's like trying to argue with someone who says the earth is flat. You have zero evidence saying the earth is flat. You have a mountain of evidence saying that it's round.
Mm-hmm.
But you're still going, flat until someone someone takes me into space and shows me. Mm-hmm. Well, barring that, So with this, it's like we have all this documentation. We have photos of him hanging out. We have the fact that they were friends for years, and he was, hanging out with him at these parties and stuff. And his photo, we have all this evidence, and now we have this stuff being leaked from the what's it called? What's it called? Committee.
The House Oversight Committee.
Oversight Committee. I'm not saying he did it, but I have to. That's where my thinking goes. So I'm alleging.
Mm-hmm. My thinking is I don't even need to have him have done it. I
don't want anybody to have done any of this.
The cover up and the flip flop and the lying alone is enough for me to be like and the protection, because it's at the end of the day, it's protection. It is giving a blessing to what Jeffrey Epstein and his associates did.
You're covering up whatever it is. It's being covered up. Yeah. I mean, if that's what it is, and whoever's seen all the evidence and goes, no, we can't release this because it'll damage this person's political career, or this person's, he won't be a big CEO anymore, or that's not, that's ridiculous.
What do you think about this idea that Trump's against it now? Forget all the things we were saying. Let's assume again he didn't do anything wrong.
Forget everything I just said.
But he's against it because he found out, he got all the information, and it's such an alarming and crazy amount of wealthy and powerful people that, like the Kennedy assassination, if the truth really comes out, we all know, but you don't really want to know, because if the truth comes out, it's something that the country might not recover from. This idea that if it really got out that the CIA killed Kennedy, we would never you could never actually trust the CIA ever again.
Well, that's my thing. He's been trying to dismantle government organizations for how long? The Department of Education, the FBI. He's wanted to take all this stuff away anyway. So if he came out and said we can't trust the CIA, this is what happened, I feel like everybody, we got to dismantle. I feel like that would be to his benefit in terms of his goal of being autocratic, fascist, just trying to take over. Look, I'm going to dismantle this intelligence agency, and we're going to build a new one. It's going to be the Trump Intelligence Agency, and we're going to fill it with great people. We can't trust everybody at the CIA who's involved in this is going down, and I'm going to take it down. Remember, I said drain the swamp. Well, this is what I'm talking about. That whole he could do that and be a hero.
Well, it sounds really good. I like a whole thing filled with good people. That was my favorite part.
That's the slogan on all the flags. A whole thing filled with good people.
Oh man! All right,
do that. If it's not about him, he could be the hero and be like, "Look, I came in and said I was going to drain the swamp. Boom, here's the swamp. Here's all the people. We're taking them all down. They're under arrest right now. We're taking them in, and you don't have to worry about them anymore. It's all over."
Yeah,
but he's not doing that.
There's something there. I think there's something there.
I mean,
I'm suspect.
I can't say he did anything that's in the emails. I can't say he did anything that's being hurled at him. I will say allegedly to all of it. So, until it's proven.
All right, Frankie C. Of course, 20,000 documents came out in this dump, so I'm sure there'll be more to discuss. And who knows what'll come out between now and the next time we see you guys on Monday. So make sure you're subscribed.
Yes.
Make sure you're in that little subscription.
Subscribe, like, share, whatever you got to do.
And become a member. Lord, for $2.99, you can get more incredible content like we're giving you right now at this very moment. Link in the description below. Come on.
Plus random sound effects.
Random sound effects included in that $2.99 price.
You're getting that in the whole. It's part of the whole package.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable value, Frank. It really is. We've outdone ourselves. That was my favorite part of the home shopping. People was like, "How are you doing this, Gregory? It's just not possible."
It's not possible. You can't be making money on this thing. I mean, you're just giving this stuff away. I mean, look at you got the steak knives, you got the cutting board, you got the rotisserie chicken skewers, you got the microwave oven. Plus, you're giving them this Ferrari. Unbelievable! I can't be a part of this. We're all going to jail because of this deal of a deal.
And Gary's like, you know what? They told me I couldn't do it, but I said, hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna figure out a way.
The next call is getting my Ferrari. Here, keys, boom, in the car. There you go.
It's so true. They were always the same. They were always the same approach. It was crazy.
But you watch like this. This is a good deal. Like,
yeah. Well, you know what they say? They say
live make money.
How do I get a calculator, honey? We're gonna figure this out. It's a lot of value here for $19.99 a month for 3 months.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Steak knives, those last you a long time.
Oh, you need a good steak knife. That just goes without saying. I don't know what we were going to talk about.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. All right, let's go to Eddie Murphy movies that he turned down. This is crazy. Frank, this is crazy. Some of these we know, but I'm going to give you 3 Eddie Murphy movies that he turned down. All 3 of them are super duper huge mega hits, and one is going to completely shock you.
Can I guess?
Yes.
Matrix.
No.
I will guess. He was in no.
Matrix 2.
What? Matrix 2. Electric Boogaloo. I will say, I don't know, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Sorry.
All right. My last guess will be Few Good Men.
Interesting guess. It is not A Few Good Men. Sorry.
All right.
I'm going to give you the 3. I think you might have heard these before. You tell me. Number 3, Rush Hour.
I have heard of that.
You have heard of that one. Okay.
They had like 5 of them, right?
Yeah. Well, he was going to be the Chris Tucker role. They were thinking about him, I think, when they were writing it, maybe, or casting. Or he had the first offer, and then they went to Chris Tucker, which is kind of amazing because those are not too. Chris Tucker's energy is like a trillion, and Eddie Murphy's energetic, but they're not the same.
It's a different energy, for sure. But these are movies that he has turned down that he regrets turning down.
Yes.
So he wishes he did the Rush Hour movies.
He wishes, yes, yeah, because he was like, it was a ton of money.
Sure.
All right. That's number 3. Number 2, Ghostbusters.
Ooh.
Have you heard that one?
I don't think I'm not sure if I have.
That one's out there. A little bit.
Eddie Murphy and Ghostbusters. I feel like he would have. I don't know. Would he have stole the movie? Like he would have been the focus of the movie. You know what I mean?
But I think Winston was, maybe a bigger role when they were thinking Eddie Murphy.
Was it when it was Winston's role?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was Winston's role. Yeah. And then they went out to, what's his name? The guy who plays him. I love him.
Ernie Hudson.
Yeah. Then they went out to Ernie Hudson. And then Ernie Hudson, I think he famously tells a story, like he was complaining, like he had no, he was supposed to show up later or something, or he was supposed to be in the movie from the beginning and he shows up later. Like if you watch the movie, he literally comes in halfway through.
When they're, like middle of the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think there was a lot more of that beginning part. It belonged to Winston when Eddie Murphy was going to play Winston. Do you know why he didn't take it?
It was the 80s. Was it Beverly Hills Cop?
Yep. Yeah. And he's like, I don't regret it. My movie was huge too, and I would love to. But he's like, but that's
it was a classic.
Classic.
Ghostbusters, Beverly Hills Cop, same ish.
Yeah.
Level of. I don't know. Maybe Ghostbusters is a little more franchisable.
Yeah, maybe.
Especially with like merchandising and stuff like that. You got Beverly Hills Cop is a huge movie and still is. That's classic. But in terms of like rides and T-shirts and toys,
Yeah.
that merchandise alone for Ghostbusters has got to be huge. I can't imagine anything really much besides like T-shirts for Beverly Hills Cop.
Back end, baby. Back end. Are you ready for number one? You're not going to guess this. I couldn't even let you guess. There's no way you would know.
There's no way I would guess this.
And then you know what? I'll tell you why. I'll give you the reason why he turned it down. He didn't think it would be good. He's like, I don't even get that. You're going to be so devastated because it's such a brilliant movie.
It's a brilliant movie.
I mean, it's brilliant. Frank, classic.
Tommy Boy.
It's a good guess, but no, that's not a bad. When I tell you, you're gonna be like, when that Tommy Boy guess was a good guess.
What do you got?
You ready?
Yeah.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Wow.
Right?
That's different and weird.
Could you imagine Eddie Murphy? It's so not Eddie. It's like, no. That movie was perfectly cast. But are we saying that just because we've grown up, we're cultured to, what's his name?
Bob Hoskins.
Bob Hoskins? Like we know, all we know is Bob Hoskins. So that's why anything other than Bob Hoskins feels wrong.
Yeah. And I love Eddie Murphy, but him being like Bob Hoskins was for 99% of the movie, like the straight man. He was
right.
You know what I mean?
Good point. Yeah.
So for Eddie Murphy to play second fiddle to the rabbit,
yes,
would have been weird to see. I'm not saying he can't do it. The guy has range, but it would have been weird to see him take a sort of a backseat comedy wise and not be the leading. I mean, he would be the lead, but in terms of the funny, he was Eddie Valiant was a very kind of a sad loner guy, and there really wasn't really cracking jokes.
He was angry. He was
angry,
straight man.
Pissed off at the world. He was
the straight man. You're right.
I
never thought of it like that.
It would have been weird for someone like Eddie Murphy, who's always I'm trying to think of him. I mean, he's done some serious movies. I feel Eddie Murphy has, but in a comedy, if Eddie Murphy's going to be in a comedy and not be the funny one,
because he's so muted. He's not really like even Hoskins, the way he plays it. He's the straight man, but he's playing it big. His anger's big. It's
a lot of cartoony, moves and things. Yes. Sure.
I don't see that from Eddie Murphy.
I could see him doing that. I could see him doing the wild movements and the interactions with the cartoon characters. I could see that. But it's harder for me. They probably would have written it different, maybe. If it was Eddie Murphy, they probably would have put more gags with him in it.
I wonder. But it goes back to, could you imagine? Because you can't change a cell of that movie in my eyes. It's perfect. It's perfection.
I would change. There's one scene I would change. It's not even.
What scene?
With the shoe?
What
that has to be the saddest moment in movie history.
When he puts it in the dip?
That's the worst moment. That is the cringiest, worst, saddest.
Oh yeah, but it establishes that he's an evil.
That was a hard thing to watch.
Well, they're trying to be like he's a horrible human being. He's the worst human being ever.
I got it. You don't have to do that.
You're like, he showed up in a black cape and a black hat. I get it.
I got it. Judge Doom, I think his name was.
Yeah.
You nailed it. I don't need to see him murder a cartoon.
Yeah. The eyes, such sweet, innocent eyes the shoe had.
That was a fucked up scene.
Oh man, this really affected you. I could tell it's really
my child. I was traumatized from that. That was not cool. You know who voiced the shoe?
No, who?
The Nancy Cartwright, or the voice of Bart Simpson.
Oh, no kidding. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's unbelievable. I can just picture Frank after that movie. Like, Frank, why are you cuddled up next to your sneaker? What are you doing over there, petting your sneaker?
Like, oh, that was brutal. I'm sorry, but it was fucked up.
Yeah, it was a rough one for sure. For sure.
That and the scene from Never-ending story with the horse.
What's Neverending Story? I don't know if I've seen that one.
You never saw Never-ending Story?
No, I don't think so.
Who raised what? How do you?
I don't know.
It's a movie from the 80s about this kid who opens a book, reads a book, and then it's about losing your imagination, and you meet all these characters, and then the lack of imagination kind of takes over and destroys everything. You don't know this?
No.
This movie from the 80s?
Sounds familiar now that you're saying it like this, but no, I've never seen it.
That's another classic. And if you ever bring that up with my brother, that's his
movie.
That's his shoe moment. Is that movie with the horse?
Really?
Terrible.
No, Mercury's a big fan of it.
Thank you. They made one sequel. All right.
What happened? Eventually we ended the story. Is that what it was called?
Pretty much. Here's the ending to the story. Yeah, no, it was. I mean, that's another classic from the 80s. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. You never even heard of it.
I'm surprised Eddie Murphy hasn't turned it down. That's what I'm most surprised about.
I could see him in that movie.
Oh, Miss Justice says I got to watch it with my kids. Okay.
Tough one though. It's one of those. I watched it when I was a kid. A lot of people watched it when they were kids, but you're going to see tears. I think you're going to see tears in that.
Oh my God. I can't imagine.
It's a rough one.
Okay. All right. Speaking of rough ones, Frankie C, that's what Sidney Sweeney's movie career is right now. She's had 3 films come out, and all 3 films have flopped, including this past week in the movie Christie, which came out on over 2,000 screens and only made $1.25 million.
Well, to be fair,
weekend.
Did you ever see a trailer?
Nope. I didn't even know. Nope.
I knew about that this movie was going to happen because there was online stuff of like, oh, look, she looks just like her, the boxer, and there was side by side. But that was it. I didn't see a trailer. I didn't hardly saw any advertising for it at all. I feel like there's no marketing. If there's no marketing for this stuff, nobody's going to notice. I didn't even know it was coming out yet.
They're not even going to see the ones that have a ton of marketing.
I guess.
See the last 2 Marvel movie box office numbers. It's nothing compared to what it was.
Erin and I went over the weekend to see a movie called, I think it was called Die My Love or Die My Darling or something like that. It's the new Jennifer Lawrence movie.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yep. Yeah.
First movie I walked out of. We both of us walked out.
It was that bad. Really? Why? Boring?
It was ridiculous. We were like 45 minutes into the movie. I was like, all right, we were just looking at each other like, we're done. Yeah, let's go. Let's get that.
Wow.
It was going nowhere. It was batshit, a little bit of batshit. And if anybody ever watches this movie, they did a thing that kind of annoyed me artistically. This is not why I walked out of the movie, but this just annoyed me.
I don't know if I want to know. You ruin it for me? I like to go in
This isn't going to ruin anything. This doesn't ruin anything. They do a thing where they show nighttime scenes, and it happens a lot in this movie. It's at night. It's a rural. It's a house in the middle of like nowhere. Like there's farmlands and woods. Okay. The nearest neighbor is miles away. Whatever it is. So they show a lot of nighttime scenes, and to me, it looks like maybe this is the way they did it. Maybe they thought it would look good. They just took a daytime scene and like tinted it.
Oh.
And made it look like night. That's how it was lit.
Weird.
It was very weird looking. It was like blue tinted, and it was like supposed to be the middle of the night. But I could tell, I'm like, it looks like they just filmed this in the day and just tinted this.
Right. It's got that weird look to it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Blue glow everywhere. I'm like, yeah, this is not nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
That was weird. And the story was, it took a long time to get to any point. Acting, fine. I'm not criticizing the acting was good, but it was just hard to sit. I was like, all right, I think I'm done here.
Stunned. I'm stunned by that.
First movie I ever walked out of.
That's incredible. Well, at least you walked into it. A lot of people, half the people don't walk into these Sidney Sweeney movies. All right, you ready for this? So,
go ahead.
Christie makes $1.25 million. It's out on over 2,000 screens. Frank, it's the 9th worst opening ever for a movie that was on more than 2,000 screens.
Ever.
1.25 million. It didn't even crack the top 10 for its opening weekend. That's how bad it was. That's how bad.
That stinks.
That follows up her last movie, Americana, which only made $500,000 in the movies. And the last one was actually a Ron Howard film called Eden. It made $1 million on its opening weekend. She killed Ron Howard.
Nah, he'll be fine.
I don't get it because she was the it girl. When she put out those last couple movies on Netflix, she was everywhere. It was everything.
Yeah.
And I don't think people may, it's the genes. That's nothing. People already forgot about that.
I don't know.
She can't draw in the box office. What does Hollywood have to do to get people to go see a movie in the theater anymore?
Well, what were the movies about? This one, again, was it Americana? I never saw any advertising for any of these movies that you said. Was it Americana, Christie, and what was the other one?
Eden.
I don't know any of these. I don't know anything about any of these movies.
If I'm her agent, I'm saying, hey, you're not taking another single word movie. The next movie's got to have 2 words on it, or else
2 words in it, and you're not the only star. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, get some more advertising out there. I feel like a big part of it is not. You need trailers out there. You need a big, hey, Wednesday, catch the trailer for this. You need some lead up into it, some hype, and then big premiere of the trailer. You know, you gotta. Otherwise, no one's going to know this thing exists, and nobody's going to want it. Why would I be interested in this movie? I have no idea. Just because she's in it, I'm going to need a little more than that if I'm going to spend however much money at the movie theater.
Yeah, I know. It's
not just $20. You're spending all this money,
Well, that's a big part of it. That's a huge part of it. Like everything is so. Like you said, you walked out. I would be like, I don't know if I would stay just out of principle. Just like I'm getting my fucking money. I don't give a shit. I'm taking this air conditioning. I'm breathing this air. Fuck you. I paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, it wasn't our speed.
But it's crazy that Sidney Sweeney can't draw. She's I thought she was the next it girl. I thought she was the next female movie lead.
I think she could be. I think, again, if Tom Hanks came out with a movie called, what was it, Eden, called Eric, and you didn't hear a thing about it, you don't know anything about it, no advertisements, no trailer, would you want to go see it?
No. But you know what else is weird? Like going back to the Eddie Murphy thing, he's out promoting a documentary. I saw 14 or 15 Eddie Murphy clips in a row. And 3-4 clips in, I'm thinking, oh, does he have like a movie? Well, he must have something. 14, 15 clips before somebody said he has a documentary coming out, before I even knew what it was. Like I knew he must be out there for something, but I didn't even care enough to look for it, because I'm like, next video, like the algorithm will tell me if it wants me to know.
You gotta have press for it. You gotta get out there, stomp the pavement, and be like, this is my movie, come out. You do SNL and say, hey, go see my new Sidney Sweeney movie. Yeah, this is the one, blah, blah, blah. You go on your social media things and go, boom, look at this trailer from my movie. Maybe she did that. I don't know. But
you want to know what I think? It's over marketing. It's nerds who are like, this is the type of person that likes Sidney Sweeney. And then they're just spending what little marketing dollars they have on all those people. And the mass amount of people don't know it. And it goes nowhere,
I know. Yeah, I get it. But this, for me, again, this is just my personal thing, as I didn't know anything about these movies. A little bit about Christie, but again, never saw a trailer. Didn't know anything about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised it got $1 million and whatever.
There's a movie, I forget who's in it now. Maybe younger new Top Gun guy.
I know what you're talking about.
He dies and goes to wherever, heaven or purgatory, and you get to meet up with your husband or wife down on earth, but the girl dies and turns out she remarried, so now she has to decide between which husband she wants to spend eternity with. That's an interesting concept. That movie I heard and I was like, oh, that's one of the more interesting concepts I've heard of in films lately.
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. Thank you. No, not Glenn Powell.
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. Thank you. Thank you. That one, and I just saw and told Cuddles we'll be there on opening night. Devil Wears Prada 2. I'm so fucking there, dude. I'm so there at Devil Wears Prada. I never
saw the first one.
What?
I never saw the first one.
Oh my God. Amazing. That movie, Straight Guys, let me give everybody a little insight into life. Let me give you a little life lesson here. Straight guys don't feel like a part of the whole fashion thing. Okay. It's just like, it's not, as even the best dressed ones, Frank, we don't really know what's happening. We don't really know.
You just lumped yourself into that. You said the best dressed ones, we don't know what's going. Should have been they don't know. Wearing a black hoodie. I don't,
well, it's dark gray. It's kind of fashionable. Anyway, the point is, and we can watch that movie and feel like we're getting that insight. Every straight guy is represented by Adrian Grenier in that movie, because he's the dopey boyfriend who doesn't get it. It's like, it's our little ticket into this whole fashion world that we want to know, that we want to think we know, but we don't, Right. So that's why I think universally Devil Wears Prada is like beloved. Like, guys may have to act like, oh, my chick, like I watch it for her, I gotta let her get one in every now and
I'm not against watching that movie. I never saw it.
Oh, it's great.
Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway. Those are great actresses. I'm in.
It's crazy. In the trailer, they're like Academy Award winner, Meryl Streep. They're putting it up there. And I forget if Anne Hathaway won anything, but they put Emily Blunt and her nomination, because I don't think she won an Oscar or anything like that. But I started to look at that and I go, Emily Blunt got massive after that movie.
Blunt, I thought, won for the
Devil Wears Prada.
Oppenheimer, didn't she?
Did she win? I don't know.
But Anne Hathaway won for Les Mis.
She did an Oscar?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Let's check Oppenheimer.
Check Oppenheimer, because I don't think she won, because I thought it said nominee, not win, or Golden Globe winner. And I'm like, oh, if you're nominated for an Oscar, sometimes it's more valuable to be a Oscar nominee.
I don't think she won.
Yeah. All right.
No, she didn't win.
So that's why I think we love, but that movie, I think, really put her on a pedestal, and then she took off after that. I don't know if it was the first movie or second movie after that like really set her into the atmosphere, but I feel like The Devil Wears Prada was and then you look, and then it's like Stanley Tucci, and you're like, fucking Devil Wears Prada is stacked. Like, it's got a lot of huge stars in it.
What's weird? Until you said Emily Blunt, I didn't even know she was in it, in the first one or the second.
Yeah, and she's great in it.
Whenever I hear Devil Wears Prada, I think Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway. That's all.
I know.
And Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci's so good in that movie. He's so fucking good. If there's a dude I wish I had their fashion sense, it's him. It's him. I mean, I think, I was thinking about this the other day. Who's the best looking dude? Who's the guy that you're like, I fucking wish I looked like that guy? Like, I would take his face in a second. I'll tell you mine. Do you need more time to think?
Is it Tucci?
No.
That you would take his face, that you would look exactly like him?
In a second. I'd be like, if I look like that, I'd be fucking set.
Who do you got?
George Clooney.
Really?
George Clooney is just fucking cool.
Yeah, he's cool, but I feel like he's not, I don't know, not as cool as he used to be. He's not in a lot these days. Dave Matthews.
Dave Matthews is so funny. That would be so Like, I'd be like, I'd wear his face. That would be too much. That could never be. The answer could never be Dave Matthews. But yeah, he's I think he's so. I would be George Clooney with Stanley Tucci's fashion. That person is unstoppable. This is unstoppable. Women would just be taking their clothes off when you walked in the room. That's a pure force that you can't fight.
That's funny. What about
I agree with Paul, by the way. He has not aged well. He's doing the rounds right now for stuff, and he it's the worst he's ever looked, and I would still take it. I would still take it. That would be amazing. Who's your guy?
who's that Hemsworth guy? Chris Hemsworth, Thor.
Chris Hemsworth. I don't know if it's Chris Hemsworth or Donnie Hemsworth. Who's the other one? I forget.
Chris. I don't remember the other Hemsworth's name, but
yeah, because he's the Donnie. He's the Donnie of the Wahlbergs.
He's the right. He's the Donnie Wahlberg of the Hemsworths.
Yeah, he came out first, but Chris took him over.
Right? Did he come out first?
I think so. I don't know. What do I know?
What the hell is his name?
Morgan Hemsworth.
Probably Morgan Hemsworth.
Taylor got. Wait, I can't even read anymore.
Liam, thank you, Neil. Liam Hemsworth. Yeah, that I think Chris Hemsworth, the Thor. I mean,
Thor took him to the
next alone. Just being stacked alone, being Thor.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
That's a good one. Yeah, you put Stanley Tucci's fashion on Chris Hemsworth, and that's a pretty fuckable guy right there.
Now you got something. now we're talking here. Now we've got a conversation going.
Where's the Seinfeld reference bell? All right, Frankie, say this is depressing. Americans. There was a survey just done, a Harris poll. Surveyed 2,109 Americans, released just today.
Oh, so it's not one American's income survey?
Shut up. The takeaway from the poll is the takeaway from the poll suggests a six-figure income in 2025 equates to survival and not success. A six-figure income
for one person.
Listen to this. 728 of the 2,100 surveyed, by the way, 728 people make over $100,000.
Okay. And they think they're not successful.
And they feel like they're not successful. Essentially, let me see, 10% of the earners drive more. Hold on a second. $100,000 should firmly put you in the middle class, given that the median annual pay of American full-time workers is $62,000.
So that's the average.
Right.
But the survey was how many people? 2,100 people?
2,100 people. So listen to this. Bill Adams, chief economist for Comerica Bank, calculates that a worker would have to earn $170,000 in 2025 to yield the same purchasing power as $100,000 in 2005. So $100,000, in other words, is that like goal of like, oh, if I $100,000, I'm set, like I'm good. Now, in actuality, that set and good number is $170,000 because in 20 years, that's the jump it has made since 2005.
That seems high.
But that's what, according to the survey, that's what you need to be like a success and comfortable. Because 100,000 doesn't cut it anymore. That's their perception.
I don't know. Do you agree with that?
I think it's compelling that 728 of these 2,100 people are making that money right now. There must be something
that's only a third.
Inflation, true, but inflation of the times, all that stuff is so crazy that.
Yeah, I feel like they're going to say for me to be comfortable, I need $1 million. It's like, well, comfortable or, there's comfortable and then there's enough not to worry.
But just the costs, and I'm not just talking about the groceries and all those things, the heat, because it is. I talked to somebody today. The conversation of healthcare comes up, and this person lives in South Carolina. And she tells me, she goes, I have a daughter. I'm paying $600 a month for health insurance. And she's like, I'm covered. Like I got, like, it's all, And when you select the tiers, it's like the lower tier or the higher tier. She's the higher tier, 600. I don't even want to tell you how much more, but it's an insane amount of money more I'm paying for cuddles and those two demons spawn in the other room over there.
Yeah.
Like, guess double, more. So it's like, I get it when they're like, holy, it's not even cutting it anymore. People are looking at probably, again, so if you're making 100 grand, like if your dad was making 75 grand, 80 grand 20 years ago, that would have been great. But you're like, oh, I'm making more than my dad and 100 grand. And it's like, well, you're not, because inflation and all these crazy high costs now,
Right.
it's nuts. And then 50-year mortgages. I mean, it's a never ending.
Yeah. It's going to give at some point, and it's going to be, well, no one's buying the shit. Everything's got to come down at some point because no one's going to be buying the expensive stuff. It's all going to, there's got to be a tipping point. And eventually, like the stuff that cost 200% more than it did, it will have to come down, or else it's going to disappear. And I think the healthcare thing, how could we not, as the richest country in the world, how could we not have universal healthcare? So many other countries have it, and we can't figure it out. What the fuck?
No, Bernie could have done it.
Bernie could have in a minute.
Bernie would have been great. Frankie C, ChatGPT and the economy here. Really, it should be ChatGPT and the stock market. Max Bolande at Max Bolo, shout out, put this chart out the other day, which tracks job opportunities, total job opportunities by year. And it starts together, basically hand in hand, all the way from 2004 through 2007. We get a dip in 2009. Then it starts to gradually climb. The better the stock market does, the more job openings there are. And then all of a sudden in 2003, they wildly split and go in separate directions for the first time in the last 22 years. And what happened in 2023?
Oh, 2023. You said 2003.
Sorry. What happened in 2023? The month ChatGPT was announced and came out, this started. And now look, which tells us that as the what are the blue? I can't see what the lines represent. Sorry,
the
blue line are total job openings.
Okay.
And the black line is the S&P 500. So if you look, they all are toe in toe, meaning that as the stock market rises, more jobs become available.
Yeah.
The stock market has skyrocketed because of all the AI companies and ChatGPT and what that's done to it. But the total amount of job openings has plummeted and is trending down.
Yeah. Well, also,
that's crazy.
When you got idiot in the White House, doesn't know what he's doing, you're not going to get as many jobs. Look at the job numbers at month to month. They're drastically lower than they were the year before. And it's he's not adding as many jobs as he should be on track to add.
It could be political policy, but I mean, I think everybody instantly knew, oh, this is going to kill jobs. Like this thing is going to do a lot of people's jobs. And still that's the case. And still we're running elections and picking leaders who have no concept of how to deal with this or even want to deal with it. And it's like, you better deal with this sooner than later.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's tough because it's an information super engine, this ChatGPT. Is it perfect? No. But what I think the big thing we need to figure out is different. Like once we shift a lot of our stuff away from the stuff that we have been doing, like there over the years, historically, I feel like there were revolutions of like it was this age, then that age, and
yeah.
I think we need to move away from and this isn't just environmental. It is, of course, but also to move us into the future. Different forms of energy need to be utilized and explored. which will create new jobs. And I think we need to start investing in wind, solar, water, all this kind of power that we haven't been doing. And I think that'll open up new worlds, open up new possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I get the whole argument. Like once the steam train came in, the coal industry went down. I get all the things.
You know what I mean? That we're going into the future. We got to start acting like it.
I just don't know. What humans can still do that this thing can't do better, cheaper.
It can't hug you, Anthony.
No, I know. I'm saying, but it's not going to kill every job in every industry, but it's going to take a lot out. I mean, a chunk, like 20%. Like 20% of the jobs could just not be needed anymore.
We're gonna be farmers. We're all gonna be farmers again.
That would be great. I mentioned Adrian Grenier before. That's what that guy does. He just lives on a farm.
Does he?
Yeah, I don't know if he's in Devil's Wear Prada too. I'm nervous. He might not be. He's our entryway. He's how we got in there.
Yeah, right. Now, does he use his farm as a source of income, or does he just lives on a farm?
Probably both, I think.
All right.
I think it's both.
Now, what the hell's going on with your wife's shoe rack?
Okay.
What is this now?
I think there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to tell you two, three things, and you tell me if you're not freaked out a little bit. Okay?
I'm already freaked out.
Good. My wife buys this shoe rack. It's awful. It's terrible. I hate it. Such a piece of crap. It's in Amazon, like a $23 shoe. Like she's just like, these shoes are driving me crazy. So she just goes and buys this rack one day. All right, it sits in the room for like 4 months maybe, and I finally get around to putting it together. Right, I put it together. I'm driving the other day. I'm driving back from school from dropping the kids off, and what do I see on the side of the road, like put out with somebody's garbage? The exact shoe rack. And I'm like, oh, how funny is that? It's like that. I think that's like the exact week. Like I could have just taken it and I didn't have to buy it. That's the exact shoe rack.
That's weird.
Not 2 days later, I am driving in a completely other part of town. It was the cheerleading. We were going to another school. Driving down a block, Frank, out on the side of where the garbage is, the same shoe rack. I'm like, that's really weird. I'm like, is this deja vu? And then I go, no. I remember, because I remember saying to myself, I didn't have to buy it. I could have just got it,
Same day?
No. It was like 2 or 3 days later, or whatever it was. I see it again. Wait. Then last night,
uh-oh,
I'm on the computer. I got the laptop downstairs. I'm watching TV. I'm messing around with stuff. Boom, notification pops up. I swear to God, I'd never look at the notifications on Facebook anymore. I just click on it, and it's an interesting thing. Because when we put a clip out, I know you could see what we're wearing, so it's like all our clips are kind of grouped together. I get a notification and it's on. I look at the thumbnail of the notification and it's like, that's not what we're wearing. I'm like, oh, that's weird. It's like, must have been an old thing. It was from months ago when you were talking about not Rush Hour 2, Blue Streak 2. We were talking about Martin Lawrence and you brought up Blue Streak. And you had said the day before Blue Streak, whatever. And I started saying Blue Streak 2 is becoming a thing. We just learned that, and it all happened at that day. And you were like, wow, this is a crazy glitch in the Matrix. And that clip came up and I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, this feels very weird that I'm thinking this is a glitch in the Matrix on the shoe rack thing. And all of a sudden a clip from months ago of you talking about a glitch in the Matrix is now popping up on my notifications, which I never look at anymore.
Weird.
Is that not a little weird?
Okay. It is weird. The two things kind of separate. Now, the only thing with the shoe rack, in my opinion, is if you didn't have the shoe rack, you would have seen these other shoe racks and wouldn't have phased you. So there's probably other things that you're seeing that you don't, you see two of these things but they don't affect you because you have no association with it.
Right.
So glitch in the matrix, or it is weird that it's the same shoe. It's the exact same shoe rack. Is this is maybe it's a really, really popular shoe rack?
Yeah, probably. It came from Amazon.
All right. It is weird. That is a weird thing. Glitches in the matrix are freak you out sometimes, man.
Yeah, totally freak me out. Because it's like, it's like, are you seeing it just because you saw it, and it's like it's in there, and then all of a sudden your brain like RoboCopy is just
you're noticing it now. It's because it's like with that scene in the Matrix when she says, "If I would have said something, would you have knocked that thing over or not?" You know that. Yeah. Remember the Oracle is talking to Neo, and she's like, "You know, if I would have said something or not, we don't know." You know, there's that scene with the cookies, and there's like a vase.
Yes.
And he knocks it over or something.
It's great. It's a great scene. It's a great scene.
Agreed.
Ties the whole movie together. Yeah, I don't know. It was just like, it was one of those things. I'm like, it's
freaks you out.
It's freaking me out a little bit. It's freaking me out a little bit.
You're at the nexus of the universe, man.
Yeah, I mean, everybody keeps saying it feels more and more like a simulation. Like we just get more and more evidence that the whole thing is just a simulation.
It's the coolest thing I heard. You know, like in video games and whatever, there are limitations to like how fast the person could run or how high you can go off the map. You know, whatever it is. Like that for us is the speed of light. Nothing is faster than the speed of light.
Brilliant. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
So that's our video game limit.
Freaks me out, man. It freaks me out.
It's keep you up thinking about that. You can go down a real big rabbit hole with this stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, because I just think about AI, and it's like you can see how fast it could do calculations, and it's multiplying its own self, and it's fixing itself, and it's preserving itself, and it's advancing itself, and it's happening at double the speed every single time, and it's just compounding, and it's like there's going to be no mysteries anymore. There's going to be no, I
feel like we're already there. I mean, if Pete Holmes had this stand-up bit, he goes, there's no mystery anymore. You have the answer right here in your phone. He goes,
yeah.
His bit was, he goes, someone asked, I asked someone, where's Tom Petty born? Where was Tom Petty born? And remember when you used to be like, man, I don't know. And you used to sit with that. And you used to think, well, where the hell was he born? And you didn't know. And there was that time where you wondered, and was it this place? Was it? And then now you could just look at, Florida. He was born in Florida. Look at that. Yeah. And there was no time to enjoy the not knowing.
Right.
All the answers are right there.
Yeah. It's crazy.
There's no wonder. You could have, whatever the question is, you could answer it like that. And it's like, where's the fun in that?
It's no fun.
It's fun. There's still fun out there. You could make fun.
Kind of, I guess. So.
Like this. That's fun.
We're having fun. We're having the fun. We're having the fun.
I like this fun. I got to get more. The problem is, if anybody knows of sound effects places, because I got to get more sound effects. And
Frank, we already rely on them for the jokes. We can't expect them to find the sound effects too.
I need them to do this whole thing for me. Anybody out there knows how to do a podcast? Let me know, because I'm having trouble.
All right, Frankie C, you ready for this? This is a lot of, I don't know if I hit every one of them. I think I got every one of them.
Every single Christmas movie.
Maybe not every single one ever, but the ones that people are watching, the big ones. These are the big
Die Hard on there?
I don't know, but it might not be streaming. That's why it might not be on here. I'm not sure. We had the crack research team at AOA Industries search and come up with this list. These are all the streaming services and the Christmas movies they have, starting with Disney. The Santa Claus, Santa Claus 2, Santa Claus 3, Mickey Saves Christmas, Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas.
Anything Mickey and Disney is going to be on the Disney Plus thing.
Of course. Santa Buddies.
Mickey's Christmas Carol, it's on there, I'm sure.
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Bull.
It's not on there. They do license some of their.
Marley.
Yeah, that wasn't Donald Duck. That was Donald Duck's uncle.
Huge. Donald Duck was in it. He
That's
played
right.
Fezziwig or Fozziwig. I don't know.
That's right.
Fezziwig.
All right. Anyway, on Disney Christmas movies, Santa Buddies, Ice Age Mammoth Christmas, The Muppets Christmas Carol,
Classic.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas, Home Alone, Christmas with the Cranks, Santa Paws, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and A Very Merry Pooh Year.
Pooh Year.
Mm-hmm. I like Christmas with the Cranks. That is an entryway movie for me.
To what?
Like the holiday season. Like that's what, to me, there's some that you watch early. That's one I'll put on early because it's not that good. It's like Deck the Halls and Christmas with the Cranks. You're like, just let me get this. We're getting warmed up. We don't want to pull a muscle this early in the game.
I feel like you're missing a bunch of Disney Christmas movies there.
Well, that's what's on here. All right, moving on. Ready? Because here, I'll give you an example. Hulu. Okay. Jack Frost, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Madagascar, A Little Wild Holiday, Goose Chase, Arthur Christmas, Mickey Saves Christmas, Disney, Olaf's Frozen Adventure, Disney, Frosty the Snowman, and The Polar Express.
The original Frosty the Snowman?
Mm-hmm.
See, now, Paul says, Rudolph. What about the classics? Rudolph?
All right, I got to go through all the services. Well, I'm doing Disney. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Rudolph isn't Disney? Okay.
No. I'm doing Disney, Hulu, Netflix, and Peacock. All right, let's do Peacock next. Peacock has The Grinch, The Snowman, The Legend of Frosty the Snowman, The Wiggles, The Sound of Christmas. So far, it's only Christmas films with the on the front. And Kalu's Perfect Christmas. I don't even know what the hell that is.
Oh, boy. Sounds great.
Yeah. All right. Here is Netflix. An Elf Story, Boss Baby Bonus Christmas, Klaus, Elf Pets, Santa's Reindeer Rescue, Masha the Bear, The Legend of 12 Months, Spookly and the Christmas Kittens, A Trash Truck Christmas, The Bad Guys, A Very Bad Holiday, Storybots Christmas, Lego Friends Holiday Special, The Christmas Chronicles, Trolls Holiday, Mighty Express, A Mighty Christmas, The Spirit of Christmas, and The Christmas Letter Express. Yeah, Netflix does not have a good, but it's like theirs is very, very kids focused.
Well, there are other. I feel like there are Christmas movies that they're probably not
Scrooged, and there's other ones. Yeah.
There was a movie that came out, I don't know, 2-3 years ago called Red One. Did you see that one? Yeah,
no, I refuse. I don't want to do that.
I like such a good movie.
I like classic Santa Claus. Don't mess around with it.
Why? What's wrong?
No, I don't like it. Don't like it.
Like what?
The new Santa Claus are like, oh, this is a new take on Santa Claus. This is a different thing. I don't want to do that.
What do you mean new take on Santa Claus?
Like, isn't that the one, Red One? Isn't that the one where it's like The Rock playing Santa Claus with what's his name?
What's his name plays Santa Claus?
Mint Mobile guy.
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons, thank you.
That's it. Oh, you're right. Why did I think it was the other guy?
The Rock is in it. The Rock plays Santa's bodyguard.
Right. That's it. Yeah.
It's very good. It's a good movie.
No, good. No, I don't.
After we watched it, Erin, what did I say? I said this is going to be.
You said Aunt's going to hate this.
I did say Aunt's going to hate this. I said this is a good Christmas story. I like this story because it had a lot going on in it. There were the characters were like classic characters in it that came in and out. I thought it could be destined to be one of the every year it should be watched movies.
He really liked it.
Really?
He really had a lot of faith in it.
In the rotation, you're saying?
I would put it in the. It's an entertaining movie.
Robin's getting nominated. A Very Booby Christmas, starring Sidney Sweeney. That's pretty good.
Those aren't buoys.
Yeah. One last story, Frank. A busload of orphans drove off a bridge earlier today. Erin is here now for game time. So
Welcome, Erin, ladies and gentlemen. Game time.
How's it
Hey,
going,
Glenn.
Erin? We got a big game time episode. I love it.
Great. Thanks for having me. Now, it was kind of a crazy week. Frank will attest. It was a crazy week. I was on my own at work, and they implemented a new system. You ever have to work on a new system, and they give you that stupid tutorial that like doesn't help.
I
Anyway.
don't know. I never had to work for a living, so I just do this.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, so the game is a little basic.
Erin, there's no system here. I mean, everybody
No, I
can
know, right?
see. There's no.
Frank has a speak and spell. And
That's what I'm working on. I got 4 sound effects that I got in rotation here.
the cow goes.
I was just gonna say that the cow goes.
Cow goes. It's the closest I got to moo. Just boo.
It's good though. You're good.
Just boo.
I like it.
Okay, so sorry. So this is just called guest stars. I'm just gonna give you guys 4 actresses whose names start with each letter of the alphabet, and you're gonna pick the one you'd most like to have as a guest star on the show.
I hope you're saying Sidney Sweeney.
I think she's here, yeah.
The-
But she's asked, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit.
Okay.
We'll do all letters 1 through 26.
No.
All right, we'll skip a few.
Just the ones she
Yeah.
feels like.
More like 16, but we're gonna go quickly.
Oh,
So
16's a lot. Hold on, I gotta get a bigger piece of paper. I gotta get a blank.
you don't have to
totally
write it
blank.
down. You can just
No.
say it.
I'm never gonna remember it then, Erin, if I don't write it down.
There's just okay, cool. Go get your pen. Sorry, I didn't tell you that you needed one. People at home, you don't need one unless you really want to keep track of what you said. And also, I want to see, I want to see what Aunt says. I want to see what Frank says, and I want to see what people in the chat say. I want to see if it's unanimous or if it's a lot of different ideas of who would be a great guest.
I know you. You always order a 3-piece of cheesecake. Go ahead, I'm
Yeah,
ready.
you said that when the show started. Was that fun?
It's such a good Big Daddy. What's the one with Adam Sandler where he becomes the dad? He adopts the kid.
Couldn't have been Big Daddy.
Chances are Big Daddy, but
No matter what you.
Daddy.
I think that was Happy Gilmore.
No, it was.
Of course, it's Big Daddy, you idiot.
Oh, it was Big Daddy. Okay, thank you.
What's the one where Adam Sandler becomes a big father? I can't put my finger on it.
I think it's Big Daddy. All right.
Okay. So the first, the ladies whose names begin with A. So you have Angelina Jolie, you have Amber Heard, you have Alyssa Milano, and you have Angela Bassett.
Okay,
Who
one
would
of
you
those
most
is
like to
gonna.
have on your show?
One of those is going to be hilarious. The other ones are just going to be hot.
So it's Angelina Jolie, Amber Heard, Angela Bassett, and who?
Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano. Who do we want as a guest on the show?
Mm-hmm.
I have
All
to.
would make good guests.
I have to do this because Cuddles cannot hear this part of the show. It's going to be Alyssa Milano for me. Always wanted to bang her. And I know it's not, doesn't mean I'm going to, but let's be honest. Me trying to be funny is the best chance I have. It's not like she's.
It would be you're one step closer. The step is miles away, but it's another step.
Still another step. It's still another. If I have a shot at any woman, it's because they think I'm funny. So that's I gotta go Alyssa Milano. So my only chance.
All right. Angela Jolie, Alyssa Milano, Angela Bassett, or Amber Heard.
I mean, if it's 93, it's Jolie. I mean, there's nobody higher than
Jolie now, but I would. Wouldn't everybody want to hear? I feel like Amber Heard would be a big draw.
That's the right answer. That's why I apologize for saying Alyssa Milano.
Okay, so I'll go Amber Heard.
Yeah, that's the one.
A lot of people. Let's see. We got Alyssa Milano, Rhonda
Wow.
Nina, then Miss Justice Jolie, Alyssa, who's the boss, Angelina Jolie. Yeah, no Amber Heard or Angela Bassett.
Angela Bassett's hot as hell too.
What's love got to do with it?
Oh my God, so good, so good.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. My phone's acting up. Okay. All right. Everybody ready for B?
Ready.
Mhm.
Okay. You got Britney Spears, you got Beyonce Knowles, you got Brie Larson, and you got Billie Lourd. Now, Billie Lourd is Carrie Fisher's daughter, and she's been in a couple of the Star Wars movies. You can guess who I put that one in for.
Okay.
Do we want her as a guest because she was in the Star Wars sequels?
We don't want her as a guest. We are passing on that. You could have her on as your guest.
I feel like the correct podcasty, entertaining answer would be Britney Spears.
That's where the crazy is. That's right.
That's where you got to get that's the story. That's where you get the, hey, what's up with you? How are you doing, Britney? And just let her talk and get the answers. And
yep.
I feel like that's the entertaining one.
Yeah.
They would all be entertaining. So it was Britney Spears, Billie Lourd,
Brie Larson,
and Beyonce.
Brie Larson would not be. She's the hottest one. So again, if I'm trying to get laid, this
isn't a who do you want to bang?
Marry co-host? That's not the game we're playing.
This is just co-host.
Oh my goodness gracious!
I'm gonna bang Brie. Try and bang Brie. I'm gonna co-host with Brittany.
It's got to be. I think entertainment for the sake of the podcast. It's Brittany.
I agree. I'm gonna pick a different one though. I think Beyonce would be really, really interesting. Obviously, not as many people because of the crazy factor, but I would love to talk with Beyonce.
Yeah, that would be a great interview, a great guest on the show.
I'd sit her down and I'd be like, Beyonce, we're gonna, you know what? Just take it, relax, because we're gonna get under the hood here. We're gonna get under the hood. We're gonna see how this operates.
That's the instant way to get her to go.
To get her to relax.
Yeah, we're gonna get right under the hood. Bye.
We're gonna show people how the sausage is made on this episode. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out who's in here. That's what I tell her.
Leave me to the sound effects, so we won't make her uncomfortable at all.
I'd start with, how does it feel to be cheated on when you're like the hottest chick ever? Does that hurt as much as it hurts the rest of us ugly people when we're cheated on?
Oh my
Put his stuff out to the left.
See, that's why you can't. I can't have you be third mic on this show. You're just going to be cracking jokes while I'm trying to
get under the hood.
Try to bang everyone.
Well, we're talking about Beyonce, not Brie Larson. But anyway, I'm going Beyonce on that. I'm going with the wrong answer. Erin C, wrong answer. B, Beyonce.
Okay, wrong answers only tonight.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Frank, who did you put?
Brittany.
Okay. All right.
I feel like everybody in the chat said Brittany. Mercury said Billie Lourd.
Did anybody say Brittany bitch?
One said it's Brittany Cook.
All right, that counts. On this show, that counts.
I think Billie Lourd would be good too.
I don't know how that is. I think Erin
Harry
made
Fisher's
it up.
Daughter? Come on.
No, I think this is all made up to make me feel stupid.
You don't need to make anything up for that.
This is like that was really funny. I hate you. New guy who everybody loves. Fuck is his name?
What new guy?
The guy who got fired from SNL before he was on. The guy who does tires. What's his name? Can't remember.
Shane
Gillis.
This is like when Shane Gillis said his wife's friend, who was a black woman, was in the WNBA, and everybody was just like, "Yay! You want me to be like, oh yeah, Carrie Fisher's daughter? I know. Oh, let's have her on the show." And I'm not falling for it. Okay.
Same.
Yeah, it's exactly like that, and I could draw a line.
This is my Shane Gillis.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's really good. Have you been working on that? That's really good.
He does this a lot.
What he does. It's really funny. Oh, that was you stepped on Erin's line though. She had a really funny line there. No, it was good, but that impression is
it's very good.
It's good, right? I'm ready to say that's up there with the Jim Carrey. I mean, that might be top 5 Frank impressions. That's unbelievable. I'm giving it more credence because it's all physical. There's no talking.
There's no talking. I can't do it.
Really good though.
He does use his hands a lot in in stand up. You can tell like he wants to put the mic down.
And he
Says
does
wants
that.
to.
Yeah, I know. He's doing that thing. Yeah.
Fine. Nods his head a lot. You know.
Yeah. How much of Shane Gillis have you been watching lately?
Oh,
Oh,
love the
Tires.
tires.
Oh, Tires is so fucking good.
Love the tires.
I do love the straight guy though. He's so the way when he starts to
me
get like
too.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even. Wait. He's good. He's funny.
he's really good at that. He's really, really good at that. All right, this is a good game so far, Aaron. This
I'm
is a good
sorry, I
game.
didn't mean to step on your line, hon.
No,
You should
no,
apologize.
please. I want to
No.
hear. I want to see. I like it.
No, let
All
him
right.
buy you chocolates or something. He was a real shithead about it.
I want a shoe rack. I want a shoe rack.
You wreck.
I want a shoe rack. All my
Aaron-
shoes are all over the house.
Aaron,
That's
give me
true,
a week and a
actually.
half. When I drive past the next one on the garbage, I'll take that one. I'll give you the new one that I built
Close
that
it
hasn't
off.
been in the
It's
garbage.
gonna have tire marks on it. It's gonna have pieces missing. You're gonna be like, this definitely wasn't on someone's lawn this morning.
Yeah, just
It was not.
hose off the bird shit. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, we're up to C.
Okay.
C is Catherine Zeta-Jones, Cameron Diaz, Charlize Theron, or Cher.
Ooh, see, these are all good.
So hard. This is hard.
Oh,
Wow. It's hard. Catherine Zeta-Jones is who I'd probably want to bang the most out of all those, if you're wondering.
Everybody else keeping score at home.
Let's see.
Who Anthony would bang.
Wait, who is? Oh, but I also like the other one. Who's the third one?
Charlize Theron,
That's
Cameron Diaz, Cher.
Cameron Diaz. That's who I would kill if everybody's. If so, that's the kill. Yeah, no, Charlize Theron is gorgeous. I don't really love blondes. She's one of those that is like, she is just one of the more natural beauties I've ever
Every
seen.
person that you said you would bang on this list so far has been blonde.
Is that right?
Brie Larson. Who was A?
30 blonde. No, A wasn't. A was Alyssa Milano. One of the queen brunettes. Top 5 brunettes of all time. Alyssa Milano.
What's her name? Do you like the one with the shitty movies now?
What the shitty
Sidney
movie?
Sweeney. Blonde.
I do. Yeah, she was a blonde. That I'm like, yeah, I get it. I don't know what it is about her either. I don't.
Yeah,
You know,
there are only 2 things I could point out about her. What would they be?
But I need a face too. Her face is not. I wouldn't say she's gorgeous or pretty. She's got kind of a little bit of like a southerny kind of like hook kind of face, a little hook face. Yeah. But gorgeous. The whole package together is working. I'm not saying it's not, but no, Charlize Theron is a natural beauty. She's incredible.
I would have to bring Cher onto the show.
Cher would be. I mean, it's a long, incredible career.
You could talk for hours with Cher. That's an amazing get if you can get Cher on the show.
If you could find a way, you could turn back time.
Very good.
And reach the stars.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Cher. I'm with you. I got to agree with you there, Cher. It's just too much, you know.
A long time ago, before I met either one of you, I think Frank knows this story. I was at work and we were talking about, and used to have that list, that you could cheat on with, like if you met them. And this guy at work was like, "Oh my God, Candice Bergen, she is so hot." And I was like, "Oh, cool. Like, that's really great." And all the girls were like so respectful. They were like, "Wow, respect. Like Candice Bergen, my goodness, Murphy Brown, how great." And then like 2 days later, he was like, guys, I meant Charlize Theron. I got the name totally wrong. It's just kind of funny. Whenever I see a picture of Candice Bergen, I always text him. I'm like, "Here's your girl." And he's like, "It was Charlize Theron."
That's pretty funny.
Anyway,
I like that you're still giving him shit for it all these years. You're just texting him out of nowhere. That's my favorite part of that story.
Okay, so we're up to D. Now, D is 1 is Dolly Parton, 2 is Dakota Fanning, 3 is Demi Moore, and 4 is, because of her recent scandal, Deborah Messing.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
What was Deborah Messing's recent scandal?
Where do you live? Do you live on this planet?
Deborah Messing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
She's been like all of a sudden on is it on social media saying all this like I don't remember exactly what there's a whole
She's
big
very
thing.
anti. I can't say his name right. Sorry.
She's saying the Jews killed Charlie Kirk. Is that her?
No,
that's
no.
Candace
Frank,
Owens.
what's his name?
Okay.
Frank. I
Nick
can't say his name right.
Fuentes.
Oh, Zoran Mamdani.
Yeah, she's saying the J word for him. Jihad.
Yeah, she's a lot of like racist stereotyping toward the next mayor of New York.
Deborah Messing.
Yeah, so I don't know if you'd want her on just to talk about why she's not saying good things.
The whole. I mean, if you look her up, Deborah Messing, you look up news.
Sorry.
What?
I shouldn't have put her. Sorry.
No. If you look her up and you look up news, Deborah Messing under fire for sharing meme calling Zoran Mamdani.
That fucking.
Jihadist.
I get it. Oh wait, no, I thought that was a Grace Under Fire reference, but that wasn't her show. What was her show? Grace and Bobby. What was her TV
show? It was probably
show?
Grace and Bobby. No, it was Will and Grace.
Will and Grace.
I love when she does that. It was probably Grace and Bobby.
But
that's one of my favorite Erin techniques. I really went from Will and Grace to Grace Under Fire. I thought they were doing a newspaper pun when you read that line just now.
Will and Grace Under Fire.
Yeah, there you go. I didn't know that.
Bobby's doing just fine. Don't worry about Bobby. He's okay.
I would definitely pick her because I would be like, why do you think people give a shit about what you think? You're the least celebrity we have right now. When was the last time you fucking did anything, you know?
Well, the weird part is she's very, very left, very pro, she does all the rallies and all this stuff.
People are upset about this, Mom, that people... it's a 9/11 racial kind of.
He was like 10 years old when 9/11 happened.
Dude, I don't know about you. I said this on the podcast. I don't know about you, but the day after he got elected, the amount of people that were like, "I guess we forgot. Guess New York forgot." It was
so ridiculous
everywhere. And I don't know everybody's political affiliation that comes across my feed, but it was people of all kinds. It was people of all kinds.
That's just small-minded, and it doesn't. How could this? Nothing to do with.
What's strange?
The guy's religion has nothing to do with 9/11. Not everybody who practices that religion had anything to do with 9/11.
Do you know what's strange? It's not even that for me. Do you know why I don't care about? Why I'm not worried about him being there? I don't care. Like, he's not my mayor. I fuck all care. I don't care. I don't spend an ounce of a second of time thinking about that situation. It has nothing to do
on this show for a while.
Well, because it was fast. I love that topic from an electoral standpoint of like, the three of them in there that people were crossing party lines with endorsements just to not have this guy be elected. But I don't think that was because of his ties to his religion. I think that was because of his socialist communist ways. That it had more to do with that than anything else.
Well, he's not a communist. It's social.
Like, he's a self-proclaimed democratic socialist.
Right.
He says democratic socialist. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying so many people who don't live in New York, including, even though they live in New York, one of our fathers forgot that we couldn't vote for, him. And like, everyone was like, "Did you vote for him?" I'm like, "We don't live there." And they're like, "What?"
Yeah. Did you vote? I'm like,
yeah. His dad was like, "Did you vote?" We're like, "We don't live there." Frank's dad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, I can't put an ounce. And it's funny. I saw a story, and this is so true. Everybody talks about the New York City mayor position like it is a stepping stone platform to the president of the United States, yet none of these guys become the president of the United States.
Well, no, but it's a major city. It's the city,
Right. But it's the truth, though. And you look at all of them from Giuliani to who was the other one who just ran? Like, they all, not only did they not make it,
Bloomberg, they're just not. Yeah.
They leave. They're one of the first exits in the primary stage,
Still, it's still a popular position.
And it shouldn't be. I guess that was like the article I was reading. It's like it shouldn't be. It's not. Yeah. And you think about it, that was a controversial question when they're like, "Where are the first place you would go visit as mayor?" And they're all up there going, "Israel. I would go to Israel." And I'll give credit for Mom Donnie was like, "I'll be here. I'm going to be here." Why is the mayor of New York going international for what? There's no. He's got no power to do anything. He's not a congressperson or a president or a vice president or a diplomat. It's a fucking mayor of New York City. Why is he taking a foreign? Why is the first foreign trip a big deal?
So basically, what I'm hearing is you'd have Dolly Parton on the show.
And it was so funny the way the first person said Israel, and then the other six candidates were like, "I can't not say Israel now," and they all said Israel. I'm like, why is that? How is that? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I mean, there's no. But by the way, the reason why I'm saying that this is not an anti-Semite. There is no wrong answer to that. Like, if wherever you want to go. I mean, I guess
Disney World.
The wrong answer would be Turks and Caicos. I'd be in the Caribbean. I'm like, okay, that's not what we're talking about, guy. We mean like for diplomatic purposes. But you could have picked Ukraine. Would have been just like those are interchangeable answers. They all just were like, I can't stand out here. You know, it was so funny to me. It was so funny watching those people act that way on the primary.
Speaking of no wrong answers, who are you guys putting for
it's Friday? We're playing a game here.
I hate when you get political.
Dolly Parton. It was my fault. Dolly Parton, Dakota Fanning, Demi Moore, and that's the only three choices.
To be fair, she brought up Demi Moore or Dolly Parton, so how could it not have gone political?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I would have to say, okay, Dolly Parton. For music, I'm interested. For acting, I'm not. I got to tell you, I would go with Deborah Messing because I would just ask her All Along Came Polly questions because that's my favorite movie of all time.
Franco's the too.
That is a great movie.
It's so good. Why is it? I feel like it's lauded but underrated. We're not talking about it as much as we should be.
There should just be an edit of all the Philip Seymour Hoffman scenes. And even what's his name? Alec Baldwin is funny in it too.
Alec Baldwin is great. Good things.
Good things. Grabs his ear.
Good things. Just the way he does it is so perfect.
Right on his earlobe. Good things. It's very underrated.
Is that not one of Alec Baldwin's best roles too? Like, who did he play that where he did better? I mean,
Jack Donaghy.
Okay, yeah. Let's say movie roles. Is there a better movie role?
For him,
he's in The Departed just as much, which is like nothing, and he's really good in The Departed.
He was great in very small role in Glengarry Glen Ross, but he had famous line, "Coffee's for closers."
That's right. What did you say, Erin?
I was going to say Glengarry Glen Ross or Beetlejuice, but he's really great. There was a whole essay recently on how Philip Seymour Hoffman, it's such a great role. Nobody remembers it, but it shows his. I don't know. I'm not really.
His range, man. He could do and he did it all.
Iceman. I mean, every line is funny.
Rain.
Make it rain. Rainmaker.
So good.
When they're eating pizza, he's like, I like to give her a little tap.
Tap, Fanny. Let her know I'm there.
I'm your daddy.
Oh my God.
And he's squeezing his grease on his own pizza.
Was it Sandy Lyle?
Sandy Lyle.
Crocodile tears.
Yeah, you want an autograph? The guy's like,
nah, I'm good.
Oh, shit. All right, Erin, that was a good one.
Okay, so I guess for that one, we'll both go with Alec Baldwin. Great. Okay.
Wait, Frank, that's funny. Did you say? You said Dolly Parton. Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay. Next up is E. We already mentioned her tonight. Emily Blunt, Emma Stone, Edie Falco, or Elizabeth Shue.
I got to go Shue.
Elizabeth Shue, I would marry. I mean, that's the one right there. Oh, that's that's a good one.
Gotta go Shue. I mean, she's in a bunch of classic movies, man.
Yeah.
Back to the Future 2 and 3. Karate Kid.
Mm.
Adventures in Babysitting.
To say nothing of the Matrix throwing shoes back at Anthony.
The Elizabeth Shoe Rack.
Shoe rack.
Very good. What was the movie with her and Nicolas Cage?
Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas.
I was gonna say Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah, I go shoe on this one.
Emily Blunt, I feel like, is so good. I think she's one of the great actresses. Like, she's just so good in everything. And you never see her come on screen. You go, oh, Emily Blunt. Like, she's like,
Funny, that's exactly what I do.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
A little overrated.
Oh, I think she's wonderful.
I got no beef. I got no problem. But yeah, take or leave. But
I unfortunately I have to go Edie Falco. I'm such a.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you're gonna go Edie Falco.
how could you not? Sopranos, working with Gandolfini. That's one of the great performances of all time. He's such an incredible actor, and she stands in there with him toe to toe.
All your questions are going to be about someone else.
Yeah, basically. No, but a lot of it would be. But it would be those moments like Whitecaps or other times where they're just screaming or arguing or they're antagonizing each other. She's with him, and she's just as good as he is in that. You know, I mean, she really is. Yeah, her outfits and everything, and just the whole 9 yards. She's so great. I'm going Edie Falco.
Okay. And Frank, you're going Elizabeth Shue?
Gotta go with the shoe.
Okay. Next, we're skipping F, and we're going to go to G for Glenn Close, Goldie Hawn, Gwyneth Paltrow, or Gina Davis.
Oh, man. Those are all good.
Those are really good.
Glenn Close, Gina Davis.
You know what that just reminded me of? Sorry.
Who are the other two?
Gwyneth Paltrow and Goldie Hawn.
One of my favorite Gina Davis movies of all time, and I want to watch it right now. I want to end the show and watch it. And I haven't seen it in forever. Gina Davis and Michael Keaton. They play speechwriters for opposing politicians. Do you remember that movie? I don't know the name of it is.
I've never even heard of this movie.
Oh my God.
That's weird. I know a lot of movies.
It's so good. It was
sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't know.
Early 90s, total Gina Davis time. Let me see Gina Davis.
I mean, your favorite movie of Gina Davis isn't League of Their Own?
It is. It's one. Those are 1 and 2. Oh, wait until I tell you the name of this title because they're both speechwriters. You ready?
Speechwriters?
Speechless.
Okay.
And it's Michael Keaton. The cover is Michael Keaton and Gina Davis hugging just over a typewriter.
What?
Oh,
are they like in a relationship? And they're in a relationship, but they write speeches for opposite people?
Yeah.
There you go.
And you can't see it because it's blown out, but the White House is in the background of the fucking thing. See the White House?
Yeah, we got it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's a great movie. If you get to watch Speechless, it's so good. What?
Comedy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're both great in it. But yeah, but no doubt, you're right. It's
League of Their Own. Beetlejuice says third. Thelma says Static Fade. Thelma and Louise. The Fly, another great movie.
Who are the other three besides Gina Davis?
Goldie Hawn, Glenn Close, and Gwyneth Paltrow.
I gotta go Glenn Close. Another legend.
Yeah, I'm going Gina Davis. I'm comfortable with Gina Davis.
Gina Davis is a legend as well.
Agree. I don't love Glenn Close though, to be honest. She's brilliant. There's just something about her. I just don't. She's doing
everything she does.
She's great. She is. I just don't want to look at her.
Oh boy. Sorry. Just because I feel like A League of Their Own. I think that I have to do a dissertation on it. Like I think that I'm minoring in it. All I do is try to find out about A League of Their Own and like more trivia and stuff. And I just found out something last week and it's blowing my mind. And for those of you who really like the movie, it's, you know how Kit likes the high ones and she can't stop hitting them even though she can't hit them?
Yes.
Well, I just found out that the reason why she likes them is because she grew up watching Dottie, and it's Dottie's strike zone because Dottie's a foot taller. So Kit thinks that those are the balls she wants to hit because Dottie always hit them because they were always higher, but Dottie's taller. So that's why Dottie's hitting them. But Kit can't. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
That is mind blowing. Yeah. That's
it really
mind-blowing.
is.
Have exploded. That is a cool background thing. I like that.
If you just want to, you could plumb the depths of that movie. It's crazy. And Frank knows my other one. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it's that at the very scene, I'm sorry if you haven't seen it, but the very last scene with the final game, when Dottie goes and she tells the pitcher high and fast, she can't hit him and she can't lay off him. After the second pitch, Kit looks at Dottie and you realize that the look is, oh, you told her. And the look back from Dottie is, yeah, I did. Just the total betrayal. And I don't know if you can hear my voice. I can barely keep it together.
Yeah. Oh, that's very sweet. That's very sweet, Erin.
Could never
part of the movie is the radio announcer. If you're in the area, and you must be in the area, because this isn't a very powerful radio station. That's Squiggy.
Come on down the ballpark and bring the kiddies, why don't you? It's fucking great. No, but you're right. The strike zone thing is interesting because it's the very metaphor that explains the whole movie.
Yep. And it took me, the movie has not come out for at least, I don't know what, 30 years.
No, but I've seen it a trillion times and I never put that together.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm still finding things out that are blowing my mind.
Great.
There's this other thing with that movie. There's a deleted scene. And it happens with Marla Hooch. There's a scene where she's now traded. Marla was traded to another team, but they wrote that out. But in this deleted scene, she's traded. She's on another team, and now the Peaches are playing against her team, but they're all going easy on Marla. Marla's playing, I think, second base or something, and they're all going easy on her because they find out she's pregnant. Marla. This is all in deleted scene. And they're all talking to her, right before the game or whatever, and they find out she's pregnant, so they all kind of take it easy. And then something, Erin, I can't remember. There's a scene, the scene that's in the movie where Dottie is crying.
Yeah,
because it comes right after the scene where the woman lost her husband.
Yes.
And now she's crying, and you think it's because she's imagining
this is her husband. Yeah,
but she's actually crying from this deleted scene where she forgets and slides into Marla or something like that.
Takes her out, just completely takes her out.
Takes her out. So she's worried about having done something to the baby.
Oh my God. Thank God they took that. That is too heavy for that movie. The entire
comment section was, did not need this, did not want this.
So they took that out and they left the crying in to make it seem like she's crying about her husband.
Wow, editing. I'll tell you, editing can save a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing was to show that Dottie just cares too much about the game.
She can't turn it on a million percent. You're right. Yeah.
But people were like, we don't need to illustrate it that way.
We don't need Dottie the baby killer, for Christ's sake. No. I mean, Jesus, holy cow.
Just in case anyone cares, she was okay. That's why she was crying. She got the call that Marla and the baby were okay. I'm not just doing that for everyone's benefit. It was in the scene.
Well, let me tell you the most unbelievable part of this. You're trading Marla Hooch for what?
No, I'm sorry, Frank. She didn't get traded. What happened was she got married. Remember, she got married, and when she came back, they didn't put her on the same team. They wanted, she was somewhere closer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
They must have had an opening on the other.
She got claimed off of waivers. You're saying she got claimed off of waivers?
Sure,
that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm so glad you said it for me. I didn't have to say it because I don't know what that means. So
I didn't even know they had waivers back then. That's amazing.
Sure,
you don't know what waivers are?
No.
In like hockey, if you sign a one-way deal, a professional deal, and they want to send you to the minors, every other team gets a chance to pick you. And if you don't get picked, you go down to the minors. But when you come back up, every other team gets a chance to pick you up again. So you're saying that basically she got claimed off of waivers. That's what they call it.
Seriously, that and belly to belly are two terms we've learned in this month about baseball.
Back to back and a belly to belly.
Belly to belly thing.
Yeah, no, it's in there. That's a real thing.
Well, Marla's belly was okay, and that's all that matters.
That's good.
So, all right.
How was her back though? That's the back situation going for Marla? Is that okay?
Everything's good.
Okay.
What?
Back to back,
Rockford
belly to
peaches.
belly. She said her belly was okay. So how's the back?
I see.
I didn't say they were all going to be great. I'm just saying we're going to try. Like
my
Kit,
God.
we're going to take a swing and we're going to see what happens.
It doesn't matter that it's not in our strike zone.
I like the bad jokes. Okay.
Mule.
Lay off the bad jokes. I like the bad jokes.
Even Erin said the line better than I did.
Mule, nag. I'm sorry this turned into a League of Their Own critique.
No, it's so good.
Night.
I'm just going to, after the show, I'm going to go home and give my wife a little pickle tickle.
Oh my God. Right after you make her watch Speechless. I've never even heard of that movie.
Nobody.
It's so good. No, it's so good. I'm going to find out what streaming service it's on so everybody can watch it.
Do not trust you and your taste in movies.
Oh my God, it's great. Ernie Hudson is in it. Listen, okay, shut up.
There you
Listen, all
go.
right, listen to this. Michael Keaton, Gina Davis, Ernie Hudson, Bonnie Bedelia.
Oh, another Bonnie Bedelia movie. Nice.
Yeah.
Die
Christopher
Hard.
Reeve. Christopher Reeve.
Okay.
Pre-accident Christopher Reeve.
Who plays the typewriter that
I
they
don't
hug
know.
over?
Harry Shearer's in it. Stephen Wright is in it.
Harry Shearer is good. Stephen Wright, good.
Mm-hmm. Peter McKenzie.
Harry Shearer, Simpsons. Mr. Burns. See you in 30 Burns.
Wait a second. This says Jon Favreau was in it. That's insane. I'll have to
Could
go
be.
back and watch that. I think they might be right. That's crazy interesting. Okay. Anyway, go ahead, Erin.
No, I'm just wondering because we're up to H. Do you want to stop at a half point? I don't want to.
We are 2 hours
know.
into it. I don't like to burn Frank out. Frank usually, after the first 5 minutes, Frank usually runs out of gas. So we're an hour and 55 minutes past that.
What's the? So just keep going till you say stop.
We can keep going. I'm good. Well,
Okay,
yeah,
all
we'll
right,
go with another couple of them. We'll look.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
One or two more because you said you had like 16. So we'll have a whole nother game. I like this game. This is a good game.
Okay, so we're up to H, and 1 is Helen Hunt, and 2 is Holly Hunter, and 3 is Halle Berry, and 4 is Hilary Duff.
I gotta go Helen Hunt.
I have to go Holly Hunt or Helen Hunter. Those are my two favorites. You said that way too. My dyslexic brain just went, what? That's me. Give me that again, Erin.
Holly Hunter, Helen Hunt, Halle Berry, Haley Duff. No, not Haley Duff. Hilary Duff. Hilary Duff. Sorry, not her sister. Hillary. I
don't think Hilary Duff's that interesting. Yeah, and she married a New York Islander, and still I'm going to pass on that one. The singing. I know there's a lot of controversy. This is maybe why Erin did it. A lot of controversy about her new song. They're like, she's like 42. Why she's singing like a whore? Like that was basically the whole internet. Yeah, I was like, what's happening here? I don't even.
Good Lord.
42-year-olds could be sexual. What's the? I don't know that whole. I didn't even. Again, it's something else. I don't like.
She wants to sing. I gotta go Helen Hunt. Grew up watching Twister. Great movie.
For Twister. I mean, I thought you were going to say As Good as It Gets. I mean, Jesus.
As good as it gets. There's a ton of movies. She was great.
She didn't act in Twister. She ran from a fan.
Mad About You.
Yeah,
Great
Mad
show.
About You.
Mad About You.
Anthony's Mad About You.
That was good. Mad About You. That's good.
The Simpsons thing.
Who are you picking at?
No, I don't know. Holly Berry. So definitely not Hilary Duff. Helen Hunt. I don't. Holly Hunter. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah, Holly Hunter. No, come on, Holly Hunter. Holly Hunter is one of the best actresses. And Home for the Holidays every Thanksgiving. That's my Thanksgiving tradition with cuddles. She's brilliant in that.
You're gonna rake her over the coals for Superman?
No, because I thought she was good at that too. Believe it or not, it wasn't a great.
Halle Berry. Sorry.
Halle Berry again. That's who I would marry. I definitely want to marry her. I'd probably kill Hillary. Probably fuck. Who was the other one you said?
Jeez.
Helen Hunt. Holly Hunter.
Oh, I don't. Well, Holly Hunter co-hosts. I don't know if I want to. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Holly. Raising Arizona. She was great in that.
Raising Cane's. She was good. She got all the.
I don't like you anymore.
The Texas toast on the chicken bucket. It was fantastic.
God.
My funny bone.
Right. No, you had to see her. She make your shoes shine. Really. She made a lot of money. All right. Last one, Aaron. Give us the last one after H.
Okay, I'm just gonna tell you one funny thing about Holly Hunter. The
Please.
Coen brothers went to college with her, and they kept using her in all of their like productions because they were like in theater major, and they always had using her. And she was like, "Guys, I can't. I have a roommate. She likes to act, and it was Frances McDormand, and one of the Coen brothers married her. I just thought that was such a sweet story.
Whoa. Married her too? That's a huge story.
Yeah, one of the Coen brothers married Frances McDormand. Frances McDormand was because of Holly Hunter, who was like just being overused in all their theater projects because she's such a good actress.
God, I did not know that. Yeah, there's something magnetizing about Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But Frances McDormand, she's spectacular.
Mm-hmm.
She is.
Yeah, 3 Oscars, I think. Yeah,
She's a
maybe.
powerful actress.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we'll end with the letter J,
J.
Okay.
and it'll be okay. So, Juliette Lewis. I can't
Done.
read my handwriting.
That's it. It's over.
That's the one.
That's the one.
There's Julia Louis-Dreyfus. There's
Oh,
Jamie
wait.
Lee Curtis.
That's what I thought you were saying. What was the first one?
Juliette
Julia.
Lewis.
Juliette Lewis.
Oh no, she can go to hell. Go ahead.
Oh man, go
Oh, my
to hell.
God.
Dreyfus. Yeah. No.
Harsh.
Did you get whiplash from changing your mind so fast?
Not for my Julia. Don't forget it. She's my everything. Go ahead. What's the other two?
Okay, so Juliette Lewis, who you don't like, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Jamie Lee Curtis, or Julia Roberts.
Those are all good.
Julia
Well,
Roberts is
that's-
super interesting, but come on. We're trying to do a real good show here. It's got to be the middle two.
It's going to be, I think Julia Louis-Dreyfus for our show.
Or Jamie Lee Curtis, though. I mean, come on.
Jamie
Those
Lee
are
Curtis is another legend. She's great.
two juggernauts. Yeah. That's hard. That's
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. But Elaine,
It's Elaine.
Oh,
you got to go.
someone in the chat wanted Janet Jackson. Sorry, Janet Jackson would have been good too.
No, she would have gotten us canceled. Just look what her titty did a couple years ago. We can't.
Yeah, that's okay now.
We won't
Okay.
survive that.
They wouldn't
It might
get a
be.
lot of publicity.
But come on, Jamie Lee Curtis, Halloween,
Oh yeah, she's in a ton of great stuff. She's
True
Oscar winner.
Lies, Oscar. I mean, the bear. I mean, come on, that's the
Bear.
Activia commercials.
Stop it with the bear.
I would be like, how are you shitting? Like, I could talk about poop with her. I mean, my family would be like, that was the greatest show you've ever done. I like the part where you guys droned on about your bowels for 3 hours. That was the
What kind of
best.
yogurt to
Yeah.
consume. Did you ever see Everything Something Whatever All at Once?
Yeah, penis fingers. Of course, love it.
That was a good movie. That was
She
really
won
good.
the Oscar just for the penis fingers scene.
Someone in the chat went to high school with Jamie Lee Curtis.
What?
What?
Wendoxia.
Oh yeah, when Doxy knows all the people.
Cool.
Yeah. That's pretty great.
That's awesome.
Oh, Trading
Did she have-
Places. Sorry.
Trading Places is a good one too. Yeah.
What did Jamie Lee's fingers look like in high school? Were they penis fingers? Just kidding. All right.
That's awesome.
So,
That's really cool. Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, I would. It's either Jamie Lee Curtis or Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I'd probably go Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Even though, again, Halloween, Trading Places, Jamie Lee Curtis has a huge resume full of
Yeah, I think you're right though, because Julia Louis-Dreyfus will play. She'll she's there. She's gonna have some fun. She's gonna mix it up a little bit. Jamie Lee Curtis will be that like uptight Hollywoody kind of an actress thing a little
she
bit.
have fun with it too.
A little bit. I'm just saying she's got that a little more that like out of the two, who's the more fun out of the two? Who's funnier?
I'm sure they'll both be fun, but you're
No,
right.
I think her.
I think is she Christmas with the Cranks?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her. All right. Yeah, she's in a lot of great stuff. But Julia Louis-Dreyfus, I mean, just between Seinfeld and Veep.
Oh, forget it. Yeah. I forgot about Veep, but you're
and she
right.
was Margot.
She
What's
was
that?
Margo. I don't
yeah, Margo.
know.
I don't know, Marco. That and she acted with Gandolfini too. You could talk to her about that.
That movie was nice. It has a nice
That was
picture.
a nice movie.
Yeah, that's what my grandmother said. That's a nice picture.
Nice picture.
It's a nice picture.
For those who wonder, it's called Enough Said.
There you go.
Yeah, it's really good. I really buy that those two like are in love with each other.
Oh, that's sweet.
It is very sweet.
I'd ask her if it's time to revive. What was that show that she had that between Seinfeld and Veep?
The New Adventures of Old Christine.
The New Adventures of Old. Is it time to
Your
bring
mom
them
liked
back?
that show, Frank.
What's that?
I think your mom liked that show.
Yeah, I never saw a second of it. I don't know if it went like one season.
Neither have I. Yeah, it's
Okay.
amazing though. They all failed. Didn't he have Jason Alexander have he was a psychiatrist or a coach or something show?
Psychiatrist? Coach?
Psychiatrist
Yeah. It
coach.
didn't do well at all.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Totally.
Yeah,
It's the marketing. It's the marketing.
but yeah, they one right after the other, they just utterly failed. I don't think they ever gave Michael Richards a show, did they?
Wasn't he a detective or something in one Friday something? I
Maybe.
can't remember. I feel like there was a one where he had I can remember that. He was in a bunch of movies before it, and Jason Alexander. I mean, he was in a bunch of movies, but after Seinfeld, yeah, it was tough. I feel he was in he did a lot of animated stuff. He was like Duckman or something.
Mm-hmm.
He was in Shallow Hal.
He wasn't good in Shallow Hal. Shallow Hal, I look at it and I go, this is
Shallow Hal wants a gal.
Yeah, that's not that. I don't know why that was such a big hit. That was a weird one. That was a bit of a weird one.
All right, we'll pick this up with Jay. Was the last one? What was pick this up with Kay next time?
Yeah, thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Great job, Erin C. Thank you so much. Great.
Thank you, Erin C.
Pick up Oval, folks. Written by Erin. There's a copy right there. Anthony's holding up. Buy your very own copy today on Amazon. Link in the description below. You can get a copy just like that, or you could download a digital copy. Check out the reviews. Check out everything in the link below. Oval, written by Erin. Great book.
You get this ordered today, and you get 3 pieces of cheesecake.
I'm gonna say it's a lie, but go ahead.
What? What'd you say?
I said whatever Anthony's gonna say next is a lie.
No, it's true. Order now. You get 3 pieces of cheesecake with your Oval.
Sure.
All right. Great job, Frank. I think you won the game. We didn't count the score, but it feels like you pulled ahead there slightly.
You were thinking with your wiener.
That's what always gets me in
Who would
trouble.
be good for the show?
Need potato salad.
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Maybe we should go now.
Hey, well, even when you hit it earlier, it's still good.
Can't go wrong.